What's up, YouTube fam? It's Shakira. This is Dark Angel's Journey. And, I was just sitting here. I had a little bit of free time and I was like, you know what? Let me do a little back testing, right? And I was like poking around sand for a little bit. And I'm really interested in figuring out this rally, drop, base, drop stuff that I'm trying to learn here. So I figured, let's see if we can't do a little price action only trading. Again, just higher high, lower low indicator and imbalance finder, nothing else, just for funsies. So if that sounds like a good time, primary purpose, we're going to see if we can, find something on the higher level and, a nice price action structure or structures to make it nice and firm, and then something on the lower level for entries, which I was doing. I was like, oh my God, this is working really well. So uh, if that sounds like a good time, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Feel free to hit the like button if you dig it. Put a comment in if you don't. I'm just gonna randomly pick a coin. You know what? I never touched uni. I don't even know what the heck that is. So let's do the usual. Right. Let's get the high level trending stuff out the way. Obviously, we're all on a juicy downtrend, but let's make sure we have a nice. Let me see. Maybe I'll start it up here. I want to get as many touches as possible to make it useful. And that might have meant I should have been up here. Sometimes drawing these trend lines can be like a chore. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't look right, right? Not at all. Maybe, maybe ugh, it's more like this. Okay. And all right, so we got some touches here, touches there, touch. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And then let's take a look at potential levels here. Do we have anything juicy happening? Obviously, we're on a downtrend, so um, what's that? No, maybe let's just drop this one on there. Boom, and then let's just dive into it and check it real quick. See what's up. Oh, guys, I've been playing music, man, in the background. Let me know in the comments if that ends up being too loud, and I'll try and make it lower next time. And then let's do this one. And then as always, let's poke to the right and see what we got. Make sure we have enough touches. I don't know if you've heard this Shaka Demus and Pliers one, Murder She Wrote. You probably have, of course, because you guys are awesome, right? Watch a cockman with the face and bad character. Then they kind of living car. Oh, chaka, he really pretty. Anyway, you gotta get hype. You gotta get hype. Let me put my glasses on because drawing these trend lines for the first time. When you've got something established, it's so much easier. But when you're trying to do it from scratch, right? All right, we'll let that fly for now. And this top one, touch, 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 touch. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. All right, so let's dip into the 4 hour and see if we can't find something juicy to play with. All right, and what I'm looking for, we're on a downtrend, right? So what I'm looking for is for juicy break areas. And we see price coming in here. Here's a nice juicy break. There's another juicy break up here too. Very juicy actually. So let's mark this area off for potentials. And actually let's go ahead and turn on or higher lows so we can see what's up. Beautiful. All right, so we have a nice juicy break right there, coming down nicely. And with an order block up here as a potential. Let's just mark those off. Since this seems to be coiling up, so we might have some potential coming in there. And let's make sure I mark this off so we don't forget what it is. Let's call this a supply OB. Is anything else juicy around it? Nope, that's already been eaten. We do have what looks like a bit of a swing failure right here. A swing and a miss. uh, basically an area where a price tried to pop up more once, twice, and got kicked in the teeth, basically. Oh, and by the way, this is also, and I'm just learning this, right? Like, this is also pretty sweet. Here's a nice drop. Boom. This looks like a nice little area of base, which is what I'm trying to like understand here. So the drop consolidation, which is the base, which creates a natural supply area apparently, and then another drop. And then of course, if you go into lower time frames, you can look for areas where you can enter into something. It could be an imbalance, it could be an order block, it could be another deep drop, base drop, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I'm looking for. So because this whole area here becomes like a natural supply area, right? So let's just mark that out properly. And then let's see, it's very strong one right there. And here we have some fun action. We haven't quite gotten back into it. And there's a little imbalance up on the top here. So that's, just make sure I mark that off so we know it's up there. And if it wants to come and bite us in the booty, then it can. Which is this. Let's see. It's so interesting. It's so funny. All these things we need to be aware of, you know? And there's a little bit of this imbalance still left to be eaten. So just have to be aware of these guys. It might pop up and some kind of like maybe a liquidity hunt, stop loss hunting, you know? That's a thing. Let's change the colors so we have some differences in here. Let's make that green. Imbalance is yellow. Supply order block areas. Cool. All right, so this is on the 4 hour. So what we're looking for right now is price is coiling back up, right? But here's another juicy break here for potential pop-up. So maybe it's always a question, right? Like, do we take what we see? So as another potential option, here's a break. Oops. It's a market structure break right here. Well, it's just a break. I think the MSB was, we were going low, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, maybe we can even jump into like the lower time frames for something, but let's go to the 1 hour and see what that looks like. I'm jamming out here. And sometimes when you look at these charts, you know, it's so hard to see all the relevant areas, but boom. And let me pull these over. I've decided that it's best for me to keep them in sight or else I forget what the heck they are. All right, and then we have lower areas here to worry about. Okay, so this is that break I was talking about. Nice and juicy. So that's a low, high. So there's a potential for it to come here, pop down, and maybe even go back up into our supply area. So maybe we could take two separate things, right? Who knows? Anyway, so that break, this red candle right here would be your potential like entry zone, maybe. I don't know if that's gonna work with all we're trying to do is poke out areas where we feel like we might be able to get into some kind of trade, right? And let's mark that out as an MSB. So I'm looking at two options right here. Because we have an area that we want to go up to, and then an area we want to drop down from for a short. So we're going to take a short from here and maybe a long up to this area. So right now we're making lower highs. There's a low here. It's another break, but it's weak. Ooh, look at this. This is another swing failure right here. Keep me by your side. Jamming. Okay, that's me just jamming. This looks like a liquidity hunt right here. Trying to make sure I can understand what these things are so I don't like get lost in them, you know, get caught by them. You want to wait until everything's been hunted and then jump into something. So there's one there. All right, so now We're looking for a potential from here, pop up here. And we've got some imbalances below here, so we got to be a little careful. They're not very big. There's a bigger, juicy one down here that could be a target. So let's let price play out a little bit more and see if it comes into our area, and then we can go into the lower time frames. And again, this one is a kind of a weak um, rally base rally. Didn't like hang out for very long, so I don't know that I feel like it's going to come back here, but we'll see. The strength of how long it consolidated does help to kind of make that order, that natural supply area, be a lot more magnetic. But all right, what's going on? Where is my? Did I not do a replay on Uniswap, guys? I didn't. Fail, fail. This is actual price action right now. Hey, areas to do some fun stuff in. Uh, you guys tell me I didn't do the replay so I could play with it. Dang. All right. Well, this will definitely be like a potential. This is going to be interesting because that means what I'm going to do as I prep um, from this one, I'm going to put like and this is for real trades, y'all. Who knew? I'm going to put an alert here over it and just make a note like uh, check. Let's see. Check for long to supply above in lower time frames. So let me set that. And this is kind of what you want to do when you're trying to prep for something, right? Like make sure you know what you're looking for. But with this swing failure, it might drop back down and then, maybe find some fuel. I'm not even gonna see if there's any kind of patterns or anything. Interesting. All right. And then before it comes up into the supply area as well, I would like to get an alert on that as well. Oops. Nope. Just want an alert before it hits it so I can start watching the action here and check for potential short. All right. Save that. All right. So, uh, man, I guess I should rename this as prepping for trades, right? Like it's potential trade setups at this point, right? But while we're here, Um, let's see if we can't do something else in the meantime. Uh, for what I actually wanted to backtest for. Let's see, who else have we not touched? I don't know what Zill is, but let's take a quick look at Zill. And let's go into the daily. And unlike last time, let me hit the replay button and just close my eyes closed, and press in at your boom. Cool, cool. So, obvious downturn. Ooh, I like this song. All right, so this seems like a better use of our trend. All right, and this is fascinating. This hasn't been around for long. Let's see, April. Wow, this is new. ZIL USDT. Okay, I don't know what the heck that is, but here is on the daily. Here is a drop, base drop. That means that this area on the daily for you day traders would be considered a natural supply area. RB, no, this is DBD. That's just supply area. That's nice to see. It's fascinating. If we'd had time, or if I'd randomly clicked in this area, we could have checked how that would have worked. But I'm sure we can find something in the lower time frames. Anyway, so let's grab a level here. All right, touch, good. And And looks like, hey, just by that, we've got a wedge pattern forming. Um, let's see, what are we thinking here? If this plays out, so about here, then we'd be dropping down to about, what is that? Zero. Ugh, that's negative. So let's assume that's not going to happen. Whoa, that'd be crazy. Maybe it'll pop back up because that's one scenario. The other one would be up here. But if it's coiling up, it breaks up, we get confirmation or retracement back to it, then you can enter and head right back up to the supply area. Anyway, so that's a potential. In the meantime, let's go down into the lower time frames and see what we can see for an entry close to where we are. Let's adjust this a little bit. All right, so what do we have? Anything that will get us into some trouble? Okay, so looks like we have a bit of a drop, consolidation drop in this area here. It looks like we have a rise, rally base on this section here. Obviously, we've been kicked off of this support. All right, so that's weak. I mean, it's weak until all the way about down here, so I'm not going to pay too much attention. Let's go to the 1 hour, see if we see anything else juicier for some kind of entry. So looks like we're running out of steam on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're consolidating here. Well, as targets, we've got this juicy imbalance, not to mention this the lower area here. That's mostly been taken, just a little smidge of that left. And we've got a liquidity hunt at the bottom here, looks like. We'll stop hunting. Let's call that liquidity hunting right there. And let's give that a different color just for funsies. Just for funsies. Okay, so anything else? There's definitely a consolidation. Let's let price play out a little bit more because I can't, what I want to do is if it's going to get rejected off here, take a short down to that. So what I'm expecting is we got a little bit of a puff above it. We're coiling up. We're doing it slowly, right? And doing it slowly. And if I was going to be reckless, right? Whoops. If I was going to be reckless, I would do something like this, right? Let's grab our fib. And so if that's the highest it's been, it's to our low down here. So we're well into our entry area potentially here. So I'd want to enter into this somewhere at like the 0.8, somewhere in between here. I want to see some sort of like bounce off and retracement and then come back up again. So I'm looking for some kind of price action. So having drawn that, let's go to our 15 minutes and see if we get anything juicy happening. A nice break, something, anything. So that made a kind of high. It's all very flat and boring, isn't it? Look at that. All this consolidation is crazy. They're prepping for something big. Oh, you know what? Because they are prepping for something big, the potential, is pretty strong for it to go in the opposite direction. So let's say just based off of that, and I'm crazy, right? We've got a nice daily support here. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I want to take a short. Once it's hit off here, like I want to take a short from about here to this imbalance down here, like not all of it, maybe three quarters of it, because I'm finding I'm being a little greedy. And then I want to set my stop loss above it. Uh, so this top, and then the ATR, I'm going to drop on top there. Perfect, I have it. So the ATR is 0.0071, and this is zero. Man, I got to break out the calculator because the sister can't count. The brain don't work so good. 0.04485 plus 0.00068. Okay, that would be 0.04553. So I'm setting my stop loss 0.4553, approximately about there, right? Give me a little room to breathe potentially. All right. And that's just me basing it off of things bouncing off here. They've been consolidating, waiting for something, and we're in a strong downtrend. And oof, you know what we haven't done, guys, is check to the left to see if there's any imbalances. That's juicy enough. Got nothing there. Anything above here? Got nothing. Oh, wow. So we haven't even broken this level at all. So there's also this, right, potential for it to go up. So I could be wrong, because here's what's going to happen. If I'm wrong and it goes and it breaks this place, but it has to do it with some volume and some heat, right? What's nice, what's interesting, and let's zoom in on this puppy some more. Sorry about this, guys. It's all the hesitation, like they're fighting hard. Let's move this along a little more. Let that play out. Now, if I see it, rejected. Okay, so I'm gonna do the safe entry. Look at that. Could have even taken it from there, right? So let's see, because I want to. Let's say I put like now I'm in it right now. Now I'm in it. Oof, green. Consolidating. All right, now we just gotta let this play out and see if what I'm thinking would have worked. So I gotta get used to just getting in there. It's coming down. All right, let's just let that play out a little faster. Let's see. Leave me now. What is this? Yeah. Hear Me Now featuring Zeba. All right, I dig it. One sec, guys. All right, so yay, we're making some lower highs. All right. Come on, let's see if we're gonna get to our take profits, or if we're gonna have to like have proper money, risk and money management. Ooh. Let's see, we made higher low, but that's I don't know. It's thinking. We're still in this trade though. We're still in there. We gotta let it roll. All right, made a low. That's on the 15. Ooh. You know, the psychology of watching this is insane, because the fact that it's so close to this daily resistance could make for a point where this could go on for a while, right? And if I was being okay, so there's a break above. Let's see what you got. We coiling. So close to that stop loss, y'all. So close. What are we doing? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna break above it? Because that looks like a stop hunt right there. That big drop stop hunt, shaking out all the folks that went long. Uh, but look, yeah, this higher load, makes me mad nervous. Did I get shook out? Yeah. All right, hold on, pause. Let me take this off. Sometimes I can't see the top of stuff. Oh man, I'm still in it by the skin of my teeth. Oh man, that 04543, them stop right. That's a rough, rough. But look, swing failure. That makes me feel better. They swing and I miss, swing and I miss, swing and I miss. Am I wrong? Oh man, imagine having to wait this out. It's a rough lifey. Jeez, you're in the red most of the time. You get a little hopium right here, and then they rip it away immediately. Let me put this back. We're just meandering about this level, and finally starting to make some. But oh, it's weak. It's weak. It's weak, guys. Oh, but are we coming to that? Got a break right there. Mm. Oh, my heartstrings. Like I don't know, people do it, right? Sitting here watching this thing unfold. Oh man, jeez. All right, let's speed that up so we don't spend the whole of this time watching this. Oh man. Oh, oh, oh. You see the plethora of emotions this thing like. Because look, now there's a nice juicy break, then come up in here and for another drop down. So you're still in it now. Are they gonna bother? Oh man. So this is one of the situations where if you entered in on at the in the middle of the point seven or the point eight, look, it's coiling back up for this area right here. So I feel like it's gonna bounce off again and bam. Because we're slowly, man, look how long it would take for you to get to your take profit on this, man. That's crazy. That was my song, Fast Car. Yeah, but we still coiling down though. Look. Okay, okay, we gotta speed this up a little more because this is taking a lot longer than I thought. All right, so eventually, since we're on a down slope, we're in a point where you're constantly in the green for the most part, or at least break even up to this point. But the fact that it's coiling up in here, it might just pop up and go. Yep, yep, yep. So now, okay, so that's, oh, look, oh, nice. Because that was one of the potentials, right? Still going up. All right. So what did we learn about this one? The take profit is hard. It's so hard. I'm still doing the being too greedy thing, right? Because if I had just said, even if I just said this one, it would have been fine. Look, boom, profit, done. But no, I'm over here like, oh, all the way down, back to this big imbalance. They didn't do it. They spent all their time skirting this and prepping and then popping back up. But but if we'd gone into a lower time frame, right? There's a nice juicy break right here. Could have taken it from here for one of these liquidity areas, one of these imbalances, like so, and good. There's all these things are hanging out everywhere, right? You know, if you wanted a more secure entry than the one I just took, you could have waited for a nice juicy break like that one and then set your entry because you have this big order block area right here, right? And then this imbalance area is where I'd want to like jump in on an entry, right? For a quick shot, right? So you see that, you'd have been like in the middle of that guy, and then come down to the last area where they were like coming together, which is like down here. You know, you could have said, all right, I'm gonna come in to this imbalance right here. Although we already ate it, but or you could have been cheap, real cheap, and just come back down to this area right here where they had like it's a bit of a supply area right here. Like orders were accumulating here, so that would have been a good place to for a quick 4% scalp, and then throw in your stuff above here with a little thing like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it end there, but just gonna continue testing these and then showing you what I'm testing and making the mistakes, and you're seeing all the mistakes, jamming out to broccoli in the background. Anyway, try to make sure I have fun, whatever it is you're doing, okay? Hit the like button if you liked it. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I know it's kind of chaotic, but I'm learning, right? So there it is. All right, y'all. Later. Shakira, out.